Okie dokie, I believe we are all the way live. Hello and welcome to my graveyard. I am your host of the evening, the Cemetery Man from Salem, Mass. Always taking names and kicking candy ass, live and in living color here with you on Grande's Graveyard. Welcome to this very special Saturday edition of the show where we dive into the Horror Roundtable Numero Cuatro. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a year in the making because the last Horror Roundtable I did was in May of last year. I know it's been crazy. It's been one whole year since we did the Horror Roundtable show, and I could not have asked for a better cast. Introducing first to my immediate left, he is the one, the only, Terry Maguana. Welcome, my friend, the host of psychobabble. Hope all is well with you tonight, Terry. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, Terry, thanks for having us, Grande. You're amazing. Thank you.
Dude,
it's just such an honor to be back on the graveyard again.
Dude, absolutely. I'm so happy you can make the show tonight. And to his immediate left, he is the gory Corey. He is the king of gore. He is one of the most talented, awesome people that you know. Have over 5,000 subs. He's the legendary King Gore. Welcome, Mr. Gory Corey.
Hi, happy to be here. Yeah, I'm very excited to be back on this channel, Doug.
Yeah, so, you're the man. I'm super happy that you can make the show tonight. We've done a ton of collaborations, and it's very fun to have you and the Psychobabble cast come on. And introducing just immediately beneath him, he is the Ice Lord, Wes. Good brother Wes. Welcome, my friend Wes. I'm so happy to have you back on the show as well, my friend.
Thanks for having me, man. It's great to be here.
He's brought the dew. He's come to fucking kick ass and drink some Mountain Dew when he's all out of Mountain Dew, ladies and gents. And to his immediate right, the lady present. I neglected the lady present. Usually it's ladies first. Tonight, ladies last. It's Curly Girl at the movies. God damn it! Welcome, Curly. Hope all is well with you.
Hi.
Oh, and Curly's noble steed there. That is.
Good?
Yeah, she's flashing it. She's flashing some. I better be careful. I'm in a precarious position. We've got a bunch of people in the chat. Miss Carter is here. Ciao, Cemetery Man. Ciao, Curly, King, Terrence, and Ice Lord. Welcome. Mystic Mac's here. Salute the chat and the panel. Mac is here. Long live the King. Hey, Grande, finishing meal at diner. Leaving very soon. I'll try to catch up to the stream when I get home. Welcome, Brian. Hope all's well with you. Mr. Dan is here. Hey, guys. Hey, Mrs. C. People saying hi to each other. All right, so we are live. This is a very special Saturday edition of the show. I know that the Psychobabble cast, they always do their shows on Saturday nights, and I said, hey, we got to do a graveyard on a Saturday night one of these times. And of course, Corey was down, and I said, why the hell not make this a horror roundtable? And if you guys aren't familiar with the format, basically what happens is one of us is going to start off with a topic. We go around in a circle, and then we basically discuss that person's topic, and it becomes a fun, organic conversation. So I'm super excited here tonight to be kicking things off. And I originally was going to do ladies first, but Curly said no. Mr. Gory Corey, would you like to kick us off with your first topic tonight on the Horror Roundtable?
I mean, I guess I could do that. Let me go back.
Those shades are fire, by the way.
Thank you so much. Shout out Kelly, lover of horror, for the hookup. I know that my first question, you caught me off guard. Hold on. I'm going through our text real quick. I didn't write it down. You
fucking came to the Horror Roundtable with no fucking appetizers.
I have it. I got one. All right, look. All right. Scariest real life situation you've ever been in?
Like real life?
Anybody want to take that first?
Like scared the shit out of you in real life? Yes. Mine are all real life, so like we could.
If you share yours first, because give people a chance.
Yeah, give us an idea.
All right,
so I've been hit with a car before, and I went through a windscreen. That was fun.
That's fucking crazy.
When was that? Yeah, 1992. It was right out. The worst part about it was right outside school on the way home from school.
How old were
you? Everybody saw it. 13.
Unlucky age.
Went through a windshield.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What exactly happened? Like, tell the whole story. Like, what? How did it go down?
Were you drunk?
I was just coming. It was quite a boring story, but crossing over the road in this car fucking hit me, and I hit the windscreen. I just sort of hit it with my back, and it that kind of glass. It doesn't break like it does in ninja movies. It sort of caves in a bit. So So I went to hospital. I was fine though. I was out by the end of the day. They just wanted to check on me, make sure I was all right. And but yeah, it was just really frightening because it felt like it happened in slow motion. And you hear people say that when something really violent happens to them, that everything slows down like it does in a John Woo film or something like that. True. And yeah, it did. But that's probably that's boring. The worst part of it was
good though.
The worst part about it was it happened in front of everyone. The whole school saw me. And that's, that was worse than
you got made fun of for the rest of school. There's that kid that doesn't know how to.
That guy can't walk across the road.
He got 2 left feet. Walking in front of cars now. I was in a car accident. I was actually with a woman, and we got hit by a fucking bus. She was high as shit. She didn't smoke weed. She never smoked weed, and she was driving. She drove right out in front of a bus. And no one died. I was literally perfectly fine. I didn't have a scratch. It's hilarious. And like you said, it's in slow motion. It's dead ass in slow motion. I had enough time. Like I don't know how I like came out unscathed, but yeah, I just remember when it smacked us. I was just like, oh fuck, holding on to the little safety handle and shit. Yeah, dude. But that wasn't the scariest moment. Like I said, I was high. I was like, this sucked, dude. I had Taco Bell and everything. I'm like, dude, now I gotta walk home. This is such a bummer.
That sucks. Now you gotta walk home.
I had weed on me too, so I stumbled out and played it off and hit it in a car. I think I've told this story before. Hit it in a hubcap.
At least no one saw you.
So no one saw me. What? People definitely saw me.
Yeah, people on the bus probably saw him.
Yeah, the bus.
But you will never see them again, right? You're not going to go into school the next day.
Oh yeah. It wasn't. There was no embarrassment.
There's that idea. Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't the scariest situation. What was your scariest situation, Corey?
The scariest situation I've ever been in. I got drugged at a party once, and overdosed, and like it's like a whole week of bad shit, dude. I got drugged with like pure poppy seeds at a party and overdosed on heroin technically. And then I got, and this was in high school. This was like right after high school. I was at a party and they set me up, and
high school.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was
what
fucked.
High school you went to?
I don't fucking know. It was trash though. Apparently, the people are trash, But I mean, they people set people up all the time when you're around those circles and shit. But went to the hospital because they didn't want me to die, I guess, because that would have sucked, right? And then they didn't do shit for me. Like they discharged me almost like after a few hours, and I was still currently overdosing. Like they didn't do anything.
What?
And then the dude's mom dropped me back off at that house that I got robbed at, and so they like fed me alcohol and shit, and like it was pretty fucked up.
Wow.
Yeah, that was scary for a number of reasons because I had to like figure out what exactly happened. I pretty much you're young, you didn't realize that you couldn't trust anyone at that point. Yeah, that was the beginning of a long spiral. So scariest moment of my life. I died basically.
Did you ever find out?
Nobody got arrested. There were no consequences. Everybody got away with everything. But I'm the only one that doesn't have a felony on his record. So suck a dick. Be good to people, y'all.
Yeah, no kidding.
Scary.
That's terrifying. Wes, do you have any near death or crazy, scary stories?
Well, I'm gonna go with I've got some ideas from listening to everyone else's, but one time probably the scariest thing that ever happened to me was I was turning north on Broadway in Maryville, Indiana, and I was waiting for the left turners to go. I was also turning left, and all of a sudden, from the north or from the southbound lane came a motorcycle. Shit. And I was already in the intersection. I was within my rights to be there. It was green light for me. Motorcycle came barreling between all the traffic southbound, and I threw the truck into reverse, and tried to back up because he was headed right for me. He hit the front of the truck, bounced his head off of the hood of my truck. His bike exploded, million pieces. He flipped over and flew through the air and rolled to the median. I was in shock. I didn't know what to do. I thought it was a cop, really, and I was afraid. I was like, "Oh my god, I just killed a cop." I thought I was. And I thought he was gonna die.
No, another one.
Yeah, and you were like, "Oh, thank God, it was just a regular person."
Yeah, thank God. It was just
oh, thank God.
Well, Leslie, that was the only reason why I thought he would. Yeah. Well, no, I thought he was coming through like on a call or something, like, and I just didn't see his lights or hear his siren. But no, it was just some dude. Some dude just. Dude. Oh yeah, and everyone at the scene was mad at me. They were like, get back, because I went to go check on
Cut his dick off!
Yeah,
Cut
right.
his dick off.
Listen, immediately. That's the guy.
Immediately.
Yeah. Right here.
Dick.
Yeah. Right on the spot. It's so good.
When I asked the cop, because I pulled over to the side of the road, the cop's like, you all right? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Is he all right? He's like, yeah, he's got a couple of broken legs, but he'll survive. I was like,
broken legs.
That's what he said.
He'd be fucking alive.
There's a couple.
Yeah.
Really have
put
to.
himself in danger. He could have splatted, dude, and gotten ran over by another car. Like, it could have been bad.
Dude, the fucking bike exploded. That's the craziest.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
It literally exploded into like what seemed to be a million pieces. Just
those little bikes like shattered, dude.
Y'all be living some hardcore ass life. I don't even got.
I was just going to work
like that.
Curly's like, this one time I was going to take a shower and there was a spider in the tub.
Exactly.
Ruined my evening.
What I was going to say. Like, but not a spider this time. Like, I was drying myself up the other day after I came out of the shower with a towel. And it was like this thing with a lot of legs. It looked like a spider. I thought it was a spider at the time, but it wasn't a spider. I don't know what the fuck it was. It had a lot of legs.
Y'all.
And it was crawling on a towel that I was going to wipe myself with.
And
I almost fucking touched that thing.
What do you think would have happened if you touched it?
I would have died.
You would have died on impact. Yeah. That's worse than all of our stories combined, honestly.
Yeah. It had a lot of legs.
Let me find a centipede picture to put up real quick.
It had a lot of legs.
Hit me with 2 cars this time. Hit me with 2 cars. Hit me with a fucking truck. I don't want to go near a spider. Carly trumps us all.
Well, yeah.
Well done, Carly.
I said that before, that I would rather have like a fucking snake in my house than a spider.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, honestly. Any day. I'll have a whole fucking room full of snakes.
I want no fucking.
At least you can see it, dude.
Like one
you're a brave man.
In the morning, and I went to turn the lights on, and when I turned the light on, right by the fucking light switch, it was a huge spider. If you see how far I jumped away from the fucking light switch, I was like, ah!
And it was waiting. I
didn't see a replay of that.
All day. It was setting that up perfectly. Yeah. It's like, right, if I'm right here, get her. Right?
I'm sure
maybe it just really wants interaction. It's like, just touch me once.
Yeah, fuck you, spider. I ain't touching your ass.
No, wow.
No. Matter of fact, I'll touch a spider with the back of my shoe.
Or the tip of the knife there, Curly. But granted, it'd have to be, I don't know, like meticulous. But no, I actually, I don't know. Like, there's been a couple of instances where I've had some close calls.
Corey.
Is that
my goodness.
Yes.
Is this the one?
Yes,
all right, okay. I was just checking.
I got into a car accident not 2 months ago that was fucking pretty close. Like, I was driving on the fucking, and I was in Staten Island, and I'm going in the left lane, going good. All of a sudden, the traffic in front of me just dead stops. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I hit the brakes. I stop, and I look up in the rear view, and I see a fucking box truck coming right for me. I'm like, oh, fuck. I took my hands on the wheel, and I put my head to the right because I knew the fucking airbag was going to hit me in the fucking face. So if I put my head to the right, I wouldn't hit anything, the radio. fucking bam, I get smashed right into the fucking car. The airbags never went off, so it would have been fucking out anyway. But yeah, it was a pretty close call. My car got totaled and I was thankfully perfectly fine, but man, it was one of the scariest. Like when I looked up and it was some Final Destination shit, I was like, yep, I'm gonna get fucking hit. Like here it comes, it all happened so fucking fast, but at the same time it happens in slow motion, so it's some scary ass shit. But I don't know. It definitely it rattled me.
You had a run-in with COVID too, man. Like,
dude, I almost died from COVID.
Yeah,
that
was bad.
Yeah, I had a pulmonary embolism and I had a fucking giant blood clot, like yay big in my lung. They were like, "Yeah, you have a fucking giant blood clot in your lung. We're gonna have to fucking put you in the ICU." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, they told me I was like 2-3 days from death. They said if I was any fatter or any older, like if I was 35 to 40, they said you would have been dead.
Hey, I feel personally attacked by that. I'm 35, motherfucker. Are you saying we're old?
No. Like any older than I was.
Personally attacked.
I remember when that happened, man. You went live and you were like, guys, 20 likes and I'll eat the blood clot that they gave me.
They gave you the blood clot.
He only got 18 that night. He only got 18. He only got 18 likes, so he was like, all right, I'll flush it.
No, I don't. It's a fucking blood clot. It doesn't come out like a fucking. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It doesn't. They just give a clot buster. So it was in my right lungs to this day. Like if I move a certain way or lay on that side, if you feel it, like there's residual there for life. My right lung is fucked for life. So it's
no.
Damn, some of you are really.
There goes your triathlon dreams.
I had it twice. Didn't feel a thing.
Curly, I'm jealous. Good. I had it once and was in the intensive care unit for 2 weeks. So
I had it twice. If I didn't get tested, I wouldn't even know.
Wow. I'm jealous. See, it's so weird. It's like COVID, it just picks and chooses. Like, I don't even think there's a method to the madness. It's like, I heard old women, like an 85-year-old woman got it. She was perfectly fucking fine. It's
you're
like
either gonna get really sick or you're not gonna feel a thing. And you're either gonna catch it or you're not gonna catch it, whether or not you're wearing a mask.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that day where I had the Exorcist girl voice. I was all sick and shit. I feel like that might have been COVID, but I didn't give it to anyone. I know I didn't.
Absolutely nailed that voice.
My voice was fucked. It was so fucked, dude. It was I was miserable, absolutely miserable. But the voice, I can't do it normal. But give me COVID, I got it, bro.
So everybody went, right? I just don't want to. I know Curly was talking about the spiders and stuff. Was that her? Like before we move on to the next topic, I don't want to just skip over her. I mean, granted, she just dipped out of the fucking show. Here she's back.
She might be fixing her mic.
That was hers.
I keep popping in and out. Sorry.
No worries. Okay, so those are all our near-death experiences or scariest life experiences. It's some fun stories with some couple broken legs, couple spiders, couple car accidents, and fucking drugging of a person. So that is how we fucking start this show off hot here on this Saturday Night Live, only on the Graveyard. So next up, I am the Eisler. Good brother Wes, what's your first topic, my friend?
All right. Let's say there's a movie that you feel that you could improve by changing one aspect, just one, let's say, not necessarily to make the movie more successful, or it will make you personally feel better. Mm-hmm. What's the movie and what would you change about it?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Anybody want to go first?
Easy. Halloween ends. Don't jump to 4 years later. Don't jump to 4 years later. Have it set on the same fucking night as Halloween Kills, and we're sorted. Make the whole movie just one big final act, like Return of the Jedi. One big final fucking act.
Just take out the Corey out of it.
I was gonna say, is that everybody? So like, okay, Halloween ends. Here's how we need to fix it. Get the duct tape, dog. I was gonna say Halloween ends too, man.
Brandon bust the rams and make him karate chop Corey.
Oh fuck yeah, fuck yeah! We get Silver Shamrock, we get the fucking Thorn, Cult of Thorn, get the whole fucking lot in there, and just have one big Halloween smorgasbord of shit.
Like,
anything
honestly, like,
to get away from that garbage.
Overdo it for us, please.
You guys are really going to be disappointed in my answer.
What's your answer, Wes?
My answer was, and I feel really bad. I probably should have said Halloween Ends too, but I wanted to Phantasm 2. I'd prefer a Michael Baldwin as Mike instead of James LaRoe.
Absolutely agree with that. I completely agree with that. And I love Phantasm 2, but you're right. That casting change is fucking, it's so like, ugh, like I don't like that either.
It messed with the continuity. I just can't stand it.
And it's
I like James LaRoe though. But
no, for sure. And I think Phantasm 2 is a great sequel. Like I love Phantasm 1's my favorite, but Phantasm 2 is a great like tone it up sequel. Like we just dial the fucking shit out of it up to 11, and it's a lot of fun and the special makeup effects and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I agree that casting change is really like that. And funny, another sequel, Dark Knight. Granted, I know that's not a horror movie. I always hated Maggie Gyllenhaal replacing fucking Katie Holmes. I'm like, dude, you can't fucking replace Katie Holmes with this fucking lady. Like, it just didn't work at all. I don't know. It felt like so out of place. But I don't know. For me, like horror movie wise, changing just one thing. I don't know if I know you said it would be for more personal reason, but I actually would change the ending of High Tension just so people would not bitch about it. Because I feel like that's a perfect movie.
But that's a good ending, though.
I agree. I like the ending too.
I like the ending too, but it's fucked, right? Like,
but like a lot of people, they go, "Oh, that movie's great" until the ending. So I would love to change it just so people would shut the fuck up and be like, "High Tension's great."
Fuck them people. Fucking don't change that ending.
Yeah, but
I got one. I got one for you. Sorry, Skinamarink. Cut it by like 40 minutes. Make it 40 minutes long.
How long is the running time for that movie exactly?
It's like an hour and a half, I think.
Cut it by an hour and a half.
It should have been a TikTok. Just keep it on TikTok, bro. No, you know what? Honestly, like, if I were to pick one movie that I could like change one thing, I would change Get Out. There's just too many black people, man. Like, honestly, they need it. No, I'm kidding. I think with Halloween Ends, bro, like to expand on what Terrence was saying, like I'm cool with them cutting 4 years later. I just feel that if they hadn't made Michael a pussy and they would have had Michael kill Corey and then had a proper showdown with Jamie where they both died, but Michael dying was ambiguous. It was left up to, mystery of whether or not he actually died. Like, that would have been cool, but I feel like spoiling the illusion of Michael in general was just such a bad move. It was such a selfish move.
You know what? I want to change Martyrs. I want, like, when she whispers in her ear, I want to hear what the fuck she tell her because the suspense is still killing me. I know that would ruin the mystery of the movie, but I want to know what the fuck she told her.
She whispered the game. And then
I always got the idea that she said to her, like, "I'll never fucking tell you, you piece of shit," and you'll. I
always thought that she told her there is no life after death. He was doing this shit for nothing. Like, that's what I always thought she told her.
I would love that too. Yeah, that's how I always interpret that movie. It's like it's very much up to your interpretation at the end. Like you can make whatever, but because the lady kills herself, you get the idea that it's probably whatever she heard was very disappointing.
Yeah, it was disappointing for her. I don't think it was like you're going to hell or some shit. Right. I think it was like you wasted like your fucking time. You wasted everybody's time. But if that was the case, why kill yourself, dude? Like why?
Yeah, that's what opens it up to the debate and the like all the speculation, like, and I think that's what appeals that movie.
Let them know, like, hey, you're wasting your time, and then kill yourself.
Yeah,
because now everybody's just gonna assume, like, whoa, she really wants to die. We should all kill ourselves.
Maybe she was trying to find out if there was an afterlife, and that if there wasn't, she's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna end it now. I don't know. That's what I thought, but.
Yeah, it's
crazy. Been anything.
Literally, like living to see the afterlife, and then when she hears there is none, then there's no point in living anymore.
Yeah,
head off. Like, that's how I always fucking interpreted it. But I mean, I don't know. It could probably be interpreted in numerous different ways. But I don't know.
She was like, I've been coming for 14 straight hours. Get here now. Thank you. She was like, bitch, I'm going.
It was just pure. Come to the party.
Who was coming for 14 hours? What I missed?
That's what she whispered. She was like, "Yo, it's so pleasurable being this close to death." He was like, "But there's only a few spots left. You better kill yourself now." She was like, "Everybody else, keep living."
Frankly,
you don't want to do
considering how they was messing her up in life, if I was having that much fun in afterlife, I wouldn't even tell that bitch that.
For real. Like, don't change a thing.
I'll be like, it sucks down here. Don't come down.
We got a couple more people here. Slaughtered Lamb Movie Podcast is checked in. Nate is here. Hello, everyone. Look what we have here. Yeah, baby. Excellent stream. Thank you on the Amityville. That was a lot of fun. But did everybody give theirs about what they would change for a movie? I just want to make sure we're covered all the bases before we move on to the next topic.
Yep.
Definitely some good ones in there. The Martyrs one, that's interesting. It's like, I actually would love to know what the fuck she said.
Great choice.
Yeah.
Great topic, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
Great topic. But all right, Curly,
Thanks, guys.
You're up, my friend. What do you got?
Okay, well, I don't have nothing as exciting as you guys have, but like, it's kind of a generic question, but which horror movie fucked you up, guys, the most when you first seen it? Like, what was the first horror movie you guys seen, and it really, really messed you up?
Wow.
First ever or just any?
Well, the first movie that ever had like an effect on you. It doesn't have to be, I guess, the first horror movie you ever seen, but the first one that you
boring.
saw.
I've just told this story a million times. An American Werewolf in London. Saw when it was what?
I'm sorry.
Who's a dick? Me?
That's a good question.
Yeah, Terry, you're so funny, dude. Not a real dick. You're good.
Yeah, An American Werewolf in London. Saw at a very young age. Scared the shit out of me. Been addicted to horror ever since. Love it.
But did it fuck you up though? Like, she's saying the first movie to ever fuck you up. Like, actually. So the transformation scene
absolutely fucked me up.
Dude, that Nazi.
Even hearing the song Blue Moon fucked me up.
That one scene, yeah.
Really? How about
all the Creed and stuff? Yeah, Corey. I know what Corey was about to say with the whole like when they shoot the family dead and the fucking.
Yeah.
I recently watched that a while ago. Jarring scene, dude. It comes out of nowhere and it's so violent. Amazing. I was like, "Whoa, dude!" I didn't remember that scene.
No, and all the stuff with the dead friend, like every time you see him, he's more decomposed, and even the opening of that movie where they fucking just walking and get attacked. That's some horrifying shit. Like John Landis directed the fuck out of that. I love the opening. I love that whole movie. I love American Werewolf in London. I think it's a fucking good pick too. It's funny. Like it's a funny movie, but it actually has some effectively fucking scary shit in it. I don't know. For me, like Funny Games is always the one that comes to mind first because it fucked me up that they broke the fourth wall.
That's another one.
Like, because I didn't know that was coming. Like, there was like I was watching it half awake, and then about 40 minutes in, he turns to the screen. He's like, "What do you think? Do you think they'll get out alive?" And I remember I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Did he just fucking ask me a question?" And I remember the rest of it. I was laser focused on that shit. I was like, "I am fucked up." And the way they could build tension out of the scene where he's trying to borrow the eggs from her. And the way they build that tension where you're like, oh my God, like, stop this. Like, it's the most uncomfortable movie. I would say Funny Games for me. That movie fucks me up to this day. I have a hard time watching it. It's just so effective in what it's trying to do. It just gets underneath my skin personally. That one scares the shit out of me. I
haven't seen it in a while, but I feel the same way. Funny Games really fucked me up. And it's weird since talking with Carly and Mama Monster as well. They're like, oh, it wasn't that scary. You know, I'm like, what? I know.
It's scary as hell, dude.
That's the thing, though. Scares are subjective. Like, they're completely, like, you know, you could see it and be like, so what? They broke a couple of fucking eggs. Move on, you know? You didn't even see the fucking son get shot with a shotgun in the living room. Like, you didn't even see it, Grande, you dumb fuck. Like, that would be certain people, you know, perspective. But for me, that movie, like, I just was blown away. Like, it scared the fucking balls.
What always got me about Funny Games was how far it shows you how far someone can manipulate and get work their way into your life just by using words and like playing with somebody's like generosity and kindness, bro. Like, and then, bro, like it all started over eggs, and now they're, you know, they saw an open. It's fucked. It's a fucked movie.
I have another very obscure one, too, that I just fucking dawned on me would be the movie The Forest. I don't know if anyone's seen that from the early 80s. It's a Don Jones joint. It's basically the story of this two couples. They go into the woods and they encounter this cannibalistic killer, but he's not the stereotypical, like, leather face, wears a mask. He just looks like a normal guy that's out for a hike. And what he does is he kills one of the guy's wives, and then they can't find her. They're looking for her. Oh my God, where is she? Unbeknownst to them, he's killed her. And what he does is he fucking cooks her. Like, he makes barbecue and it's chicken, and he feeds it to the fucking husband. And he's like, oh my God, this is some delicious barbecue. I don't know why that always fucking freaked me out, where I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, he's eating his wife. Like, I saw that at like 6 years old. I saw it like
that's amazing that you saw like a movie
why
like
is
that.
Cannibalism's always portrayed as something really fucking tasty, like Microwave Massacre. It's like, oh, this is the best fucking sandwich ever.
Now they're gonna eat me. Oh my God.
Troll 2 is amazing. I fucking love Troll 2. But what about the rest of you? What movies fucked you up?
Wes, you want to go, man? I want to know what fucked you up, dog.
Well, I was the one thing. I was at a friend's house, my friend Elizabeth's house. We'd always hang out, and she put on Children of the Corn, and the scene where the children of the town just lock everyone into the diner and start killing all the adults really affected me, because it just kind of, for whatever reason, it stayed with me. It scared the hell out of me, and that's probably the scariest scene of the film for the most part. But it was like I feared that could happen, or it would happen as a result of just, I don't know. I was afraid that would actually happen, and it seemed very real to me. I know the rest of the movie is kind of blah, but that particular scene scared the hell out of me. It was maybe the way Malachi smiled at the kid beforehand, and it was just, and the music and such.
I think it's rare too that you like see old people get fucked up like that. Like,
right.
It's not a written rule, but you don't assume, like, you don't go into a horror movie and go, oh, I want to see a bunch of old people get fucked up. Like, you don't assume that's going to happen.
Right.
But they open it with a bunch of like these, elderly people having French toast, and then they get fucking massacred. It's like, holy shit, I didn't see that shit coming. I would agree. That fucked me up too.
I was out of my comfort zone too. I was at a friend's house and kind of just didn't feel secure, so it affected me pretty badly.
Yeah, no, that'll add to it for sure. I couldn't, like, that's some scary ass shit. What about you guys?
It was.
The Jumanji, when they had huge spiders.
Jumanji! In the jungle, you must wait till the dice read 5.
When them huge spiders was crawling all around the screen at the end, and they had that one really big one that was like this. No, but seriously, a Nightmare on Elm Street 4, the Dream Master, when the bitch turns into a cockroach. Could have been worse. She could have turned into a spider, but she turned into a cockroach. That was fucked. I saw that when I was 5. I thought it was scary.
The Cockroach Motel. That one never gets old. I absolutely love that scene too.
I don't think Freddy has ever topped that. I think that was where he fucking upped his game right now.
She had a fear of cockroaches too. She did not like cockroaches at all. So it was really fucked up. She turned into one. Freddy
died around them.
I don't want to turn into a fucking spider. Don't come up to me, motherfucker.
Yeah. See, I seen Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4 when it first got released on video, right, back in the 80s, and I was already geared up for that. I was like, fucking yes, the new Freddy movie. I was obsessed with Nightmare on Elm Street movies at the time, but that blew me away. I was like, even, used to watching Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and seeing that part, I was like, oh, they went too far there.
That was the first one I've ever seen, like the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie and the first horror movie period that I've ever seen.
That's a good one to start with, honestly.
Amazing.
I love that movie.
I kind of think Part 4 is the best sequel of all those movies. I love Part 4. Like, I think Dream Master is the best of the sequels of the Elm Street movies.
When I first got on YouTube, dude, like, there was so much hate for Part 4, and everyone just like praised the hell out of Part 3. And like, I like Part 3, but like Part 4 is just like, I think it's way more fun than Part 3. Part 3 is a really good one.
It's the first one I've seen. I think when
it's really good.
In a franchise you watch first, you always kind of just gravitate to it. I've seen Part 4. That was my first Nightmare on Elm Street movie, so that's forever my number 1.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there you go. By the way, Curly, your microphone, it sounds a little staticky. I don't know if you want to try to unplug, replug, but it's like all the, I don't know. Sounds like alien Curly at the movies.
What about now?
No, still kind of weird. Do you want to join and rejoin?
Let me leave and come back then.
Okay.
She sounds like that floating head from Power Rangers.
Yeah, it sounded like she was underwater or something. I was like, oh my God. Nate says, I got freaked out when Nightmare was on Elm Street 1 when Freddy's face got peeled off. And I was like 5 when I seen that. Screamed and ran out of the room crying. Dude, I couldn't imagine. That's a scary movie.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Yeah.
That movie's good.
Yeah, I love that movie too.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, now it's fixed now. Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yay.
Okay.
The movie that fucked me up, dude. I don't know, man. Not many movies fucked me up as a kid. I think It and The Exorcist. I know those are the ones that like fucked me up as a kid. Those are the only ones that scared me as a kid. But like once I saw those, everything else was fine. And I can't really like describe it. It just like I hate the idea of like something lingering in the room. So I'll save the explanation for later on. But the movie that fucked me up was Cannibal Holocaust. And it wasn't when I was a kid. It was in my 20s. I've said this before. But it was my first time ever seeing like a movie that was like exploitation. And it was also like super technically disturbing. And it was the first, I think I've said this before. It's the first assault scene in the mud with the fucking stone dildo and
oh my God, yeah.
Like that whole sequence, I'd never seen anything like that. It was before I saw I Spit on Your Grave, before I saw Irreversible. So seeing an assault done like that, it literally made me sick. I had goosebumps. I didn't throw up or anything, but it fucked me up. I would say from that point on, I was like, I'm gonna watch more movies, I guess.
I think what fucked me up about that movie most is even though the movie has its reputation and the animal cruelty, and you know, you see the scene where they like fucking hack that tortoise to fucking death, like that's some crazy shit. And like you said, the rape scene, and like then there's plenty of them. Castration, the Curly loved castration scenes.
Hell yeah, I was in there like
Curly was a fucking extra. I'm fucking sure of it. Curly was there. She's in the Green Inferno filming that shit. But to me, the scariest thing about that movie was the lead heel, was the Carl Gabriel York character, Alan, and the fact that he's this preppy New York City film student.
Yeah.
And when he goes there, he will do anything at any cost to get what he needs to be in his film at the expense of murdering their dinner when they shoot the pig point blank and burning down these tribes' huts and having sex in the ashes with his girlfriend Francesca. And to the point where, to me, the best scene in horror history is when we see the woman impaled on the fucking pole, which
he's like smiling,
forever looks real, and he's enjoying it. Oh Lord, this is how could they? I can't understand the reason for such cruelty. And to me, that scared the shit out of me because it was all just a sick joke to him. Whereas, you know, everybody else was like understandably fucking disturbed and like freaked out, you know, like that movie to me, it's his performance that scares me the most of all the fucked up shit in that movie. It's that character and how he was enjoying it.
Stop me if I'm wrong, but does he not look a bit like Tom Cruise? Did he not look like Tom Cruise, the lead?
A little bit.
The lead heel in Cannibal Holocaust.
Nose in the brow.
Yeah, I always thought so.
He looks like Tom Cruise mixed with Zac Efron.
Definitely more like the Zac Efron.
I love his dad. Was that his dad when he was like, "My son, he's no good. He's a son of a bitch. I hope he dies and leave me alone."
He's got the fucking groceries. He's like, "Get the fuck
I'm
away."
on my fucking home from work. Fuck myself.
Get the fucking Italian bread
on a Tuesday for this.
Now listen, if it was Tom Cruise though, them cannibals would have never caught him because he would have outrun them.
He runs so fast. It's
with
those tiny legs. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, Tom Cruise ain't fucking leading a cannibal tribe, dog.
You can't catch Tom Cruise. That motherfucker could outrun everything.
I would love to see like a fucking movie where they do like a fucking like A-list star in a cannibal film. I feel like it'd be hysterical.
Oh yeah,
They should fucking imagine that. Like Leonardo DiCaprio versus cannibals. That would be hysterical to see. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
that's the next mission.
I like that.
I suppose you could say Bones and All. I mean, what's that dude's name?
Timothy
Bones and
Chalamet.
All. That was kind of A-list.
Yeah,
Timothy Chalamet. He's kind
They
of.
have Bone Tomahawk, Kurt Russell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Guess that's the closest you'll ever get to any of that stuff.
Just don't put Quentin Tarantino.
John
in none of the
motherfucking
movies.
Saxon.
Oh, dude, Cannibal Apocalypse, directed by Antonio Margheriti. Margheriti. Watching Tourist Trap on regular TV in my room as a kid freaked me out. Mr. Dan says, Exorcist and It 1990 left a scar for me too. And Italian Good Friend says, Grande, welcome, my friend. But yeah, no, those are some excellent choices for movies that fucked you up. But Terry, buddy, I believe you're up. What's your topic, my friend?
Yeah. Am I frozen?
No.
Okay. Oh, what would you consider one of the most powerful single shots in horror? The director yelled cut and captured in one setup horror's finest shot. One shot.
Ooh.
I don't know. That's a good
rough one,
question.
man.
I have so many, dude. There are like so many great shots, but also I'll kick it off. I feel like there's like multiple answers, so this will be a great discussion to have. But the shot in the Evil Dead remake, where it's just pouring rain and the cabin's on fire and the chainsaw's going through the chick's head, she's screaming, and again it's raining blood, dog, and it's just I absolutely love that scene. It's just chef's kiss. So much blood, so appropriate, and it's just badass, dude. It's just the most badass scene.
You can literally taste the blood almost. Like that's.
Oh yeah, I was licking the screen.
No, we definitely want to taste the blood. If I don't taste the blood in your movie fucking sucks.
A little sauce in that. What about you guys?
I love the Isabella Johnny subway scene.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was amazing. Yeah.
My girl was tripping over there.
She's amazing, just in general. The way she was contorting and the screams and
whatever
amazed me.
Did out there, that's what she did.
Yeah.
It's like I think the real life horror of that, right? Like when, granted, I'm not a fucking woman that's gone through this, but women that gone through fucking miscarriage, like that's probably what you feel inside. And then she let it out in that scene, and it's fucking disturbing how long that goes on for. And then the very end where she oozes not just blood, but the green, like, Lovecraftian blood as well, as it kind of merges around her, and she just screams and all the drool and stuff coming out. Like that shot of her screaming to me is one of the best shots in horror. I would agree with that. That's a fucking iconic shot.
That was crazy.
For some reason, the first thing.
Yeah, no, for real. For some reason, the first thing that came to me was a television shot would be the Eye of the Beholder episode of Twilight Zone.
Oh,
the pig nose at the end. The whole cinematography is great in that episode, but to me, great shot is that final shot where she and the regular or ugly people, he is telling her we can go to this village and we'll be accepted there for who we are. And the way they open the doors and how all the doctors have their fucking pig faces down. One of my favorite shots in the history of horror, where they kind of look up and ugly has been switched. Beauty is ugliness and ugliness is beauty. And I thought that was just such a poetic story and shot of how they told that story. I was always like, wow, like it gave me chills as a kid. To this day, that's my favorite Twilight Zone shot that there ever was. But I'm trying to think movie, like Twilight Zone wise, that takes the fucking cake. I love that shot. That's epic. What about you, Curly? Do you have one that stays out for you?
Well, like, it's not a horror movie, but the last, like, it's like a long shot, I guess. It's various individual shots, but like at the end of Requiem for a Dream, where everybody's fate is like revealed, and it's so fucking traumatizing and so fucked up, and there's like 4 different shots of like what's happened to them, especially like when what's his name, when Jared Leto wakes up in the hospital and he keeps talking about his girlfriend. And they telling him that she's coming, and he's like, she's not coming. And then he looks at his hand, and he don't have no fucking arm or whatever.
He's like, I gotta start a cult now in a band right now.
That fucking soundtrack plays in the background, and it's just so so traumatizing. Like, shit.
That's a great one.
Fucked me up too. I forgot all about that because that's technically not horror, but that was horrifying. Like, that was so messed up.
You know, definitely. Labyrinth says Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Chicken the Red. Oh yeah, the Terry McMinn shot. That's a fucking masterful shot, I would say. And that movie is full of them. Like, I love all the close-up shots of Marilyn Burns' eyes in the dinner scene where she's fucking just screaming her head off. And you can, like, just like you could taste the blood in that Evil Dead remake, you can feel the heat in that fucking kitchen of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You're like, Jesus Christ, this is as uncomfortable as it fucking gets.
Let's not forget the classic, the Sadako calling out from the TV screenshot.
Yeah.
She opened her head and like her eyes peeking out from her head. And she's like giving her that dirty look and shit. She giving you an evil eye. She look at you so mean, you drop that right on the spot. So
still got it in here, Curly. It's still got it in my room from the last show we did in here.
Hell yeah. Iconic.
Gotta love Sadako coming out of the TV and into your fucking living room. By the way, Curly, your microphone's spazzing again. I'm sorry. No worries.
Yeah.
Real quick, at some point, everyone.
Well, I'm such a mainstream mark, but the elevator's bleeding in The Shining.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was the shot that came in my mind when I thought of this. This topic was the elevator bleeding in The Shining. I know that there's cutaways, there's cuts to like Danny and all this kind of stuff, but that one shot, that must have been incredible to film, right? I don't know did they use a miniature or something like that? I
actually don't know how the fuck they shot that. Like, it's one of the like biggest mysteries. Like, how did they fucking do that?
Yeah. They've got the actual furniture's like kind of actually drifting in the water and everything. It's just like, whoa.
I think they must have filled up like just a room because like that furniture is floating around. You can tell there's weight to it and shit.
Yeah,
like, you can't fake that, man.
Yeah,
that's Kubrick being the perfectionist that he was, man. That's like one of the best fucking shots, ever. Like, it's fucking insane. If you get us to think, how'd you do that? You did your job, you know.
I got a shot for you. Old stuff. Go ahead, Terry. My bad. Go ahead.
Well, what I was going to say is that I always love how it kind of signifies the amount of blood. It's just like, to me, that represents just the amount of carnage that's happened in the Overlook, right? That's what I love about The Shining. It's one of those films that you can project whatever you want into it, and so many people have, and it's ridiculous, right? But I just think of all the murder that's happened in the Overlooks over the years or whatever, or maybe it could be the blood of the Native Americans, who knows, right? But I just love that you can kind of see so much into it. Right? The gorgeous shot.
There's a lot of dead people in that old hotel. Mine's also mainstream and vanilla. The shot in Psycho. I've said this before too. Like, the shot in Psycho where the mother is revealed and old girl screams and hits the lamp, and it's bringing stuff in and out of view with light and shadows and shit. And the shot of Norman Bates coming to the thing, and it just goes like that, like he's like amped up and excited. That freaked me the fuck out as a child. Now it's coming back. Here comes the trauma. Yeah, it legit freaks me the fuck out, dude. And I don't know, that shot.
Embrace the trauma, my child.
That shot, dude, is just perfect. And like the light glances like across old girl's like scarf or something, and I always pictured it as like, it looked like hands. Like, I don't know, it's just because the shadows creep across a certain way. Like, it's just a perfectly shot sequence, man. It's so effective. And like you said, I interpret stuff visually different. Like, and it's just. Yeah, great shot in horror history right there.
Yeah, that whole movie is chock full of them too. Like, I always love the fourth wall break at the end, and I wouldn't even harm a fly as he just looks up, that demonic smile as you.
I love the smile, like the way he smiles. Like, he just looks like so caring, like, and so it's such a sweetheart. Exactly, like the kind of guy I would love to date. He just looks so nice.
Girl, are you telling us you have a thing for Norman Bates?
No, I have a thing for psychos, I guess.
Let me ask you this: smash or pass, Norman Bates or Jack Torrance? Jack Torrance drinks.
Smashing Norman Bates. Fuck it. He better looking.
That's fair.
Wow, Curly had the opportunity to fuck Jack Nicholson and said, "Fuck no, give me fucking Anthony Perkins."
Listen, Jack Nicholson is funny looking to me. Like he just weird looking.
Was it him playing the Joker? Was that what he was his most funny looking?
No, that's his face. That's just his face. That's why he played the Joker, because he already got that fucking face. His face is so
all right.
Up here.
Yeah, that's the eyebrows. The eyebrows is weird.
Where they go low to me. Fucking love Jack
eyebrows
Nicholson.
is permanently like that. That's why I always said about The Shining, like his character's supposed to be gradually going crazy, right? But like he already looks crazy.
He's been crazy the whole time.
Yeah.
After the interview, after the fucking first interview, he's crazy from there on out. Like there's no other scene where he's normal.
The first time you see him, you're like, this motherfucker crazy.
He's driving
This guy gonna kill his family with an axe.
This motherfucker has a fucking tie. That's the whole maze of the fucking movie and shit. Like, nah, he's great. Go check it out.
It don't shock you at all when he's over there like, here's Johnny. Well, yeah, no shit, motherfucker.
You got a big surprise coming to you. Fucking love that movie, bro.
I love that fucking movie too. The Shining is great. That 4K looks nuts, by the way.
I need that 4K.
That's arguably the best 4K, man. Like it's
Really?
got to be top 3.
Who dropped it? Like, was it
Warner Brothers? I believe Warner Brothers dropped it. Yeah,
I'm buying it, dude. Like this year for sure.
It's fire. That the Willy Wonka on 4K and Amityville Horror, all 3 of those movies are fucking insane in 4K.
I haven't even upgraded The Shining to Blu-ray yet, so this will be my first time seeing it like upscaled in any like fashion whatsoever. So,
dude, you should have fucking told me for your birthday. I would have hooked you up with a fucking Shining 4K.
Well, you know what? I got another birthday coming. So
yeah, how fucking long? You goddamn
every year.
Fucking guys.
You can always do his belated birthday too. Like happy belated birthday. You can always do that.
Happy birthday. No,
I already got him a gift, Curly. Unless maybe you want to treat this guy.
John,
I'm broke.
When's your birthday?
I can't treat nobody.
Curly goes up broke.
Has your birthday passed?
My birthday's in December, yeah.
Oh yeah, your shit's forever away. That's insane.
Yeah, so I think yours is even more away, right?
Mine's it's November, so yeah.
Oh, okay. So yours is coming up before mine. So I'll tell you what.
Yeah. That's perfect.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll make sure that you didn't get it before. And
I'll keep you in mind. I got something on the way for you. I'm doing stuff.
Mine is coming in August. This can't if anybody, you know.
Girl, all right. If yours is in August, we'll go for a pizza in August on me. And then you have to show us where we're gonna go kill the fucking alligators.
We're gonna go to the sewer to chase them alligators.
And we're gonna get the toxic waste on us at midnight, just like in Jason Takes Manhattan.
You can go down to the subway and cut off some bum dicks. You know.
That's that
one she's gonna do alone. I'm not cutting off nobody's
fucking.
She's just walking around and just snipping dudes that are just coiled up in their foil cots in the ground. Anyway,
birthday buddies, hell yeah!
Dicks. I just be snapping dicks. Undiscriminatory. You don't have to be homeless. You could be like any creed, any color, any age, any.
We don't discriminate over here, man.
Don't discriminate over here.
Dicks for
we
America.
Are the world.
Exactly.
We are the country.
Hell yeah.
Curly's like, the world is bringing me problems, and who are you?
Kumbaya, motherfuckers, kumbaya.
We are the world.
Hey, when life gives you penises, you cut them off. This is a fucked up culture.
Yesterday, castration today, castration tomorrow.
See, Curly, when she starts talking about these things, she turns into an alien again with her microphone. Curly's like alien vibing out here because she's like going nuts here on the graveyard, just trying to undiscriminately cutting off people's Johnsons. So I don't know, but I guess we're on our next topic. Corey, it's your turn again, my friend. What do you got for us?
All right. So mine's stepping away from horror movies, but they can technically be associated with horror movies if you have it deals with nightmares. So the first nightmare that you remember having and the last nightmare you've had as of recently, and then maybe we can compare notes. Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I actually can start this one.
Fucking personal.
I'm gonna be googling everybody's nightmare to build a profile.
When I was 5 or 6 years old, I was a huge fan of a show called Fraggle Rock. Loved Fraggle Rock. And big Muppets kid growing up. I had the VHSs of all the Muppet movies. And I was sleeping in my room, and I remember having this distinct dream numerous times where I'd look across the hall, because like if you open my door and then the door across, you have a straight shot to just a window. I remember like thinking I was waking up one night, but I was dreaming, and I saw this what looked to be like a Fraggle / Muppet, looked like a little brown dog,
that was
with a pink nose, and it was just watching me through the window. It looked like a fucking like possessed Muppet, and it would fucking make the Oompa Loompa noises from like Willy Wonka, Oompa Loompa, fucking, and it would like do this with its head, like it was almost like taunting me, like I'm coming for you, motherfucker. And I had this dream literally like 30 times, to the point where they took me to the doctor to fucking like to have some doctor tell me that it wasn't real. And I was like, yo, it's fucking real. And I called the dog the Oompa Loompa Nanny. That is a true story. I fucking will never forget it as long as I live. It haunted me for like over a year of my life. It was the Oompa Loompa Nanny.
I'm making your nightmare right now. Actually, I'm gonna pull a picture.
It looked like there's the fucking brown dog in the Muppets that it looks exactly like. It's him with like a fucking pink nose. I could Google what the fuck. I don't know the character.
Oh, I got you. I got him right here.
It might be Rolf. Yeah. Here, Muppets Rolf. I'm gonna see if that's the case. Yes. Okay. So it looked exactly like this motherfucker.
Jesus.
But with a pink nose. And it would sing the Oompa Loompa song. The Oompa Loompa. No doopity doo, just Oompa Loompa. And it would fuck. And I remember like being like, what the fuck? Like closing my door and then like peeking out. And it scared the shit out of me. It's like traumatized me, dog. Like this motherfucker. If I see Rolf, I fucking run, dog. That's like the scariest shit ever to me. As far as recently though, it's tough. I mean, I've definitely had some. I randomly had one where we were invaded by aliens, and fucking like a bunch of my friends, we got into a car, and then all of a sudden there was like a big wall in the middle of the street, like you couldn't move. And they said, "All right, Grande." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And they all dragged me out of the car, and this took my head and started smashing them against the fucking logs to try to break through this wall. And they were breaking, like full ass logs breaking with that's how hard my fucking head is apparently in Dream World. Fucking breaking all these logs and shit, and I woke up like like bobbing my head. I was like, what the fuck? I woke up in a cold sweat, like Dusty Rhodes would say. Oh, baby, let me tell you something. I woke up in a cold sweat, if you will. I was like drenched. I was like, what the fuck? Alien invasion, and there's a log wall, and they use my fucking dumbass head to fucking break all the shit. So yeah,
I wonder what that means.
I don't know. I've never done a drug in my life, and these are the fucking dreams I've had. So I couldn't only imagine if I did do drugs.
Means that he's hard-headed and very strong-willed. That's why the head was. There you go.
Bingo.
Oompa Oompa.
Oompa Loompa Nanny.
I remember having that nightmare when I was like small. You know how they say that every person that you see in your dream is somebody you've seen in real life? I don't know if you guys ever heard that. You cannot make up faces. And so I had this dream when I was really small that this man was chasing me, and I was just scared of him because I thought he was gonna hurt me, and I was trying to run away from him, but like I was running, but I was like running in place, you know, like in the same spot.
Yeah,
like,
dude, I hate those dreams, bro.
Getting closer and closer, and I was trying to run, and then he like grabbed me, and I woke up. And then I was like looking through like, this book that my, I think my mother or my grandparents had, and it was like a book of, it's pictures of like jazz musicians or whatever, and one of them was that man. I guess I've seen it sometime like before I went to sleep or something, and I thought that this jazz musician was like the serial killer or whatever I thought the person was, and he was chasing me. I to this day remember that. Like, it was scary to me back then because it was like this random person I've never seen and he was chasing me. But I guess I've seen his picture before in that fucking book.
That's terrible.
Take a look It's in a book.
Reading rainbow.
Have you any of you like? I know they say that there are certain things in dreams where like, your teeth fall out. I've never had that.
I have those.
I had that recent, dude. Yeah,
oh my
dude.
God, my teeth fall out. My hair falls out. I have those dreams all
Your
the
hair
time.
falls out? What?
Yes.
No more
Apparently
curly.
That means that you're worried about. Apparently, when you have dreams about your teeth falling out, it means that you're worried about money, finances. That you're stressed about finances.
I'm always broke like a motherfucker, so that would make sense. Maybe that's why.
Well, apparently
that makes so much sense. I looked it up after, and that's the truth, bro.
What about your hair falling out? What does that mean?
Yeah, I have no idea on that.
You
one.
masturbate too much. Stop it!
Yeah,
Stop it now!
You will lose your hair.
Either my teeth or my hair. I always dream about.
You always dream of? Damn, bro.
I've had ones where I scream, like I try to scream for help, and no noise come out. Like I'm like, help!
Ooh, not really a nightmare, but you guys ever experienced that in your dreams that you can't, for whatever reason, hit somebody? Like you try to punch somebody, and your fist is going in like slow motion or some shit, and you can't punch hard, and you like try it, and it's like,
Yeah, what is that?
Oh my God, what is that?
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
We can look it up here. I'll look it up for you. Dream. Oh, here you go. Nightmare where you try to hit something but can't. What's that mean, huh? What does it mean when you try to punch hard?
It means you're
hidden anger and aggression. So you're like angry.
What does it mean? Anger.
So it's like you have like anger in you and aggression.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have a lot of pent up anger and aggression. Okay. So dream science is real. Apparently.
No shit.
Dream science is real.
Apparently, something.
Curly's like, that's why I'm always losing my teeth, because I'm broke.
That's why I'm losing my teeth, because I'm broke.
I want to kill some fucker.
I'm broke, nigga. I have all this anger. Okay. All right. Y'all just read me for filth on this stream. Okay. I ain't even going to tell you no more of my dreams, because we're going to pick up on some other shit.
I really just Googled it.
Yeah, well, you might Google some shit again. So
I know. I won't do it again. I won't tell you that I do it again. All right. You want to hear mine? I want to hear Terry's, though. Terry, you go. What's your nightmares, man?
Well, the oldest one that I can remember was, and I used to share bunk beds with my brother when I was about 12, 13. Right? I had top bunk, of course, and he had bottom bunk. And I had a dream that I was falling off a building, something like that, right? We've all had dreams, right?
Absolutely.
You wake up from the dream and you're like, oh fuck, God. Well, I actually had a falling dream, and I fell off the top bunk, and I woke up from hitting the floor. Yeah, so when I woke up, I'd actually had fallen, which is kind of what you see in movies a lot of the time, where someone's like in a dream and they fall into their bed or whatever. I'd actually fallen off
a lucid dream. You had a lucid dream. It was a premonition.
Because I'm free falling.
I hate those dreams. I used to have those dreams all the time as a kid, bro.
Yeah, those like really startle you.
Yeah, I do have a lot of dreams. I have dreams a lot where I'm flying, but not flying like Superman, but sort of floating, like from the height of a lamppost, from one lamppost to the next, I can just sort of float, and it's dead easy for me. I can just do it for some reason, like Peter Pan, but I'm not pure soaring into the sky like Peter Pan, just like floating around. I have that quite a lot. But nightmares, I don't know. I have nightmares about work. I worry in my dreams about work. I don't worry about it so much when I'm awake, but when I'm in my dreams, I always imagine that I've fucked things up somehow.
Listen,
I
hate my job so much that I literally can't escape it. Even when I'm dreaming, I sometimes dream that I'm at work and I have to do shit that I have to do at work, and I wake up mad as fuck because like, can't I have a fucking break and not dream about the shit?
Yeah, and you wake up and you think, fuck, I'm getting overtime for that. Yeah, you should be getting overtime for dreaming about work.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I made a major thing.
Oh my God!
That's fucking horrifying. That's exactly what it looks like. Whose eyes are those? Whose fucking eyes are those?
I just put my face on this shit. I told you it was me. It's actually terrifying if you put like human features on the shit. I'm sorry, bro.
Dude, what the fuck? It's so accurate.
It's
that
good.
is fucking. I'm gonna dream that now. You fucking dirtbag.
Yo, I didn't even have I do. That shit is fucked up looking.
Oh, yeah. I'm so bad. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna put it back. My bad.
Yeah, that's fucking. Dude, that brings back some repressed bad memories.
that thing looked like something.
I tried to tell everybody. And everybody was like, "You're fucking crazy." I'm like, "Dude, no."
Send that picture to you. You can like show your family like
we believe you now. Don't you worry.
I can see what you were saying. That is freaky.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wes, what about yours, man?
Wes, go ahead, man.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to be crossing the line here, but literally my first nightmare, and forgive me in advance, but my great grandmother took advantage of me on my grandparents' bedroom floor, and it was really kind of graphic. And from that moment forward, I thought that I was sure to be damned. It was really weird. So I didn't mean to bring the mood down or anything, but that's literally my first nightmare of memory. And it wasn't real. I mean, I hope it wasn't real, but like that was the first one that I can ever remember. And I was like, oh, I'm going to hell now. You know, I thought I was
how old were you?
Ruined. I don't know, 3, 4.
3, 4?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Damn.
It was rough. And it stayed with me for a long time. I thought I was going to hell as a result of that.
Did you tell people? Like,
no.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that I felt a little bit like I maybe shouldn't tell it here, but my other dreams are not as insane as that one, and that was literally the first dream that I can remember.
Holy fucking shit, that's wild. What about the other ones?
Hey, that's all right. What are you gonna do? You know, I blame myself for having that dream, but my most recent nightmare was
it's all your fault, Wes.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
It's not my fault. I agree. Well, if anything, I blame my great grandma, but she was cool. She wasn't bad. But my most recent nightmare was actually relatively pleasant, though. I was over at a buddy's house, and I haven't seen him in years, but he was trying to switch up his wife with me and his, like, our common ex-girlfriend in the other room, and it was really bad. And there was all kinds of emotion and anger, and it was really kind of a rough dream.
Wait, Wes, is that a nightmare or a wet dream?
It was a nightmare. Well, I wasn't. I didn't wake up wet. No.
No swinging wives and girlfriends. I don't know.
That's the most recent one.
To get cucked in that way is a fucking nightmare. God,
it was.
That is a horrible reality.
It was. And I don't like his wife, so that was the most nightmarish part of it. Like, I was stuck with her, and he was in the other room with.
I don't like mine. Let's switch.
Yeah. Boy, I did not mean to do that to y'all.
Damn.
I appreciate it.
It's just the truth. It's
Yeah,
just
you
the
did.
truth.
Yeah, you did.
No. It's just the truth.
I love it. He's like, I did not wake up wet.
Oops. All right, y'all. You want to hear mine here?
Yeah.
where I turn on the lights and they all turn
I'll
on.
just get comments and we'll do Corey's. I've had dreams where I turned on the lights, but they all turned out. AJ saying, what I miss? Well, this conversation, you've missed a lot. I had a dream. Our dog, a Mistiff, was cut down the middle, but both had still alive. Some Return of the Living Dead shit right there.
Damn.
Reanimator
That's
2,
some
right?
scary shit.
Yeah, Reanimator 2. That's right.
Right.
Hell yeah, that's a fucking wacky dream. But what about you?
Yeah,
Can you top any of these? We've had some crazy ass.
Fuck no, dude. Are you kidding? My first nightmare as a kid that I can remember is as a result of The Exorcist, for sure. So I don't know. It really freaked me out that all of this was happening in this kid's bedroom and shit. And so my nightmare, what freaked me out was the scene where she's stabbing herself with the shit, right? And then the fucking dresser just slides and slams the door shut, and the mom can't get out. And then she's just stuck in there with her. So that fucked me up as a kid. So my nightmare was I was just like dark room in a chair, and the door is open, and there's light, and I'm like, okay, I can leave. But she's sitting on the bed, or she's just like on the bed, like being fucking Reagan and shit. And like, I'm like taking forever to just like walk faster. And then I guess when she pounces, I wake up from the nightmare, because I'm like, in my dream, I'm freaking the fuck out, trying to scream, and I wake myself up.
And she's all like, let Jesus fuck you.
No, don't fuck me. It was really bad.
For some reason, Corey's scream reminded me of fucking James Brown singing "Living in America." Living in America.
Let's cast Corey's James Brown in the remake.
Oh my god, I'd love that. I'd love to see a biopic where Corey plays fucking James Brown.
I don't think I'm the right choice for him. I'll do Sammy Davis Jr., man. I can't do an impression of it. I think I can feel Sammy Davis.
We're gonna have Terrence. I don't know.
I'd have to lose weight and everything.
We're gonna have Terrence and Arnold Schwarzenegger's biopic. Definitely, one day it's gonna happen.
Definitely,
for sure.
My most recent nightmare, I have like you were talking about nightmares about going to work and just being at work and shit. It's just like you can reach a certain age and your nightmares are like totally plausible things that would be like an inconvenience or a really shitty day for you. Like that's what nightmares are for once you reach a certain age, I guess.
Yeah, I wish it was Freddy Krueger. I wish Freddy Krueger would visit me.
Yeah,
honestly,
I wish it was like fucking Reagan and not like the IRS or some bullshit.
I would rather that motherfucker.
Real monster.
The jazz musician was chasing me right now instead of me dreaming about going to work. So yeah.
Yeah. My most recent nightmare was actually it was actually because of work, because one of the supervisors came to work with pink eye, and some of my top 3 things is like, I don't want to have a rash, I don't want to get pink eye, and I don't want to fucking have a sore throat. Like those suck so much. I think we can all agree all the 3 of those things suck. Yeah. And to have pink eye as an adult, I couldn't imagine. So my nightmare was I imagined that I woke up from sleep and like my eye was all like gummy.
Oh,
and,
you had pink eye.
Well, yeah, I had pink eye. I dreamed that I had pink eye, and it was like, dude, this sucks so fucking bad, because there's nothing happening. I was just like there with like a fucked up eye, and I'm like, oh my god, this is terrifying. I need to wake up now. I forced myself awake just to prove to myself I don't have pink eye. And I didn't.
You know what? The 3 things I don't want to catch. I don't want no lice. I don't want to catch scabies, and I don't want to catch no I guess anything else that would be related to skin and like.
How the fuck do you get lice? Like what has to happen for one to get lice?
Well, I'm assuming you will have to sit next to a person that has lice, and lice could transfer from them to you. Yeah. And apparently, like I remember at my job, somebody had lice one time, and I was like, "Oh fuck, let me tie my shit up." And I was like, I was like, ain't in no danger anyway, because I wash my hair all the time. And somebody told me that actually lice love clean hair contrary to popular belief. They actually love clean hair. And I was like, oh shit. So, like I said, let me take my shit out real quick.
Send that motherfucker home. Send him home, dude.
Shit.
Curly's like, lunch lady hair. I had a dream of a shadowy figure walk from one side of my parents' bed to the other side. I was in the middle of the bed. I was like 4 years old. I swore it was real. The figure came out of a hole in the wall. Dude, that's fucking horrifying, dude. Especially like,
oh, you know, like how you know how you don't like to have your legs like peeking out from under the covers.
Sure.
I remember literally having a dream about that one time. My legs was out of the covers, and literally the dream was that I was sleeping and my legs was under the covers, and something like walks up to me and it's like and grabs my legs. Like that literally was the dream.
That's freaky.
See, I think Curly, I think you're watching too much Ju-on. I think that's what it is. I think that's why you're having dreams like that.
Well, that was before I've seen Ju-on.
Oh shit! Okay, so you dreamed up Kaiko fucking Saeki dragging you under the fucking covers before you saw it. I would have fever dreams where Gene Simmons' boots were trying to get me. What the fuck? How much fucking Kiss do you listen to?
I love AJ.
Wanna rock and roll.
So wait, like, if you're like really scared of something, you will dream about it.
I mean, it's possible. Yeah. Jamie Hard throwing us a purple heart on this fine Saturday night. Welcome, Jamie. Hope all is well. I don't have nightmares. Nightmares have me. Hell yeah.
Oh.
UFC knows where it is. When I was on probation and got tested, I'd have nightmares about smoking weed.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
And I'd wake up thanking God none of that was true. Holy shit, that's fucking horrifying. I used to have a nightmare where E.T. threw a blueberry at my face, scarred the absolute shit out of me. Yeah, I would think E.T. would throw a Coke at you or something. Or the fucking Reese's Pieces. Throw the Reese's Pieces at you.
Reese's Pieces, yeah.
Some colorful dreams here on Grande's Graveyard Horror Roundtable numero cuatro. Mr. Ice Lord, it's your topic, though, my friend. You have the floor. What is your second topic, my friend?
Well, this one was hard for me to come up with, but I suppose this could span any genre of movie, but you have to pick your not your favorite villain, but the villain that you have the most attraction to, and what would you do with them? Would you do a one night stand with this villain, or would you kill them, or would you join up with them?
Well, if I have an attraction to them, why would I kill them?
Well, just to save the world, I guess. I don't know.
Fuck the world, son.
Curly's like Norman Bates.
Yeah, fuck the world.
It was hard to come up with that one, but
no, I like that one. I like
thinking about going to the
Yes,
Bates Motel and having
really
a one night
good
stand at the
question.
Bates Motel.
No, remember Norman Bates was only because he threw Norman Bates versus what's his other dude's name?
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, that was he just.
Okay, well, Curly, who is your horror villain crush, and what would you do with them? One night stand, or would you let them take you out for dates continuously?
I mean, I suppose they could like take me out. I just got to figure out who it is first. I'm thinking.
You can have more than one. How about that?
Of
Sure.
course.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna have more. I got a list, baby.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'm thinking.
Shit.
Yo, go ahead.
All right, you want to hear? We'll just go one at a time. I know the guys are. Look, bro. Whichever. Look, Linnea Quigley in whatever movie she's a bad girl in. I'll do Nightmare. Is it Nightmare Sisters? Or hold on, Linnea Quigley, where she plays like she gets possessed or some shit.
Night of the Demons.
No. Well, Night of the Demons works, but there's one. Yeah, Nightmare Sisters from 1987. If you haven't seen that, she's a little baddie in that one. Her and all the chicks in there, like all three of them, we can just have one good night together. They're evil, so I think I'm satisfied actually with that one. So,
what are you doing with it? Just a one night stand, or are you like? What?
Yeah, I'm just gonna thrash that one good time, and
so fucking Chuck.
It's all three of them, dude. Like, so what am I gonna do? Marry him? also, I'm pretty sure they turn back to good at the end. Either that or they all die. But Yeah, I'll just take the memory, put it in the old spank bank.
Thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories, even if they were.
Even though I don't want to fuck you anymore. No, that's fucking. That's not a bad one. AJ's fucking being a clown over here, saying I'd bang Angela from Sleepaway Camp too.
I think I know who Terrence would like to.
Oh, who do you think? Let's see who you think, and then let's see who it is. Oh, hell yeah! Get out of her! Absolutely.
Have her puke on that wiener.
I wouldn't eat her vomit though. That was pretty gross.
No, Terrence just wanted her to take his shoes.
Yeah. Yes.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We got a foot fetish accusation here on Grande's Greenbird. I gotta hear this. Is this true?
Go off, make him full screen, bro. Put him on. No.
The fetish is having your foot cut off. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Asami is definitely up there. And you said any genre, Wes? Yeah.
Any genre. It could be any villain. Right? Yeah, villain.
Well, I would
villain that you find.
I would also
villain
go like Ming the Merciless' daughter from Ming the Merciless' daughter from Flash Gordon, or Nelly Muti was her name, the actor. I can't remember the character's name. Forgot her freaking name. The character in Flash Gordon.
What movie? Flash Gordon. I got you.
Flash Gordon.
Yeah,
Jamie.
Princess Aura, or was it?
Yeah,
Princess Aura.
Okay, Princess
right.
Aura.
The princess from Flash Gordon. Yeah, she was smoking.
Yo, she was a baddie, dude.
And you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, they're villains, aren't they? We're looking at villains here.
Yeah.
I kind of like.
Yeah, basically the question is Bill.
I kind of like Jared Leto's Joker. I know you'll hate him, but like Jared Leto is hot, so
yeah.
And he's toxic too. Just like
Hong Kong.
That's fair.
Wait a minute, you say you bang Morbius? Come on.
Listen, I ain't seen that shit. I ain't seen what is it called?
Just the girl that did it for her.
I didn't see that.
Really? Wow. Okay, so Jared,
I hear it's a masterpiece.
Jared
listen, when he was the Joker, I know everybody hates that Joker.
Okay.
I thought he was, he was fine.
He was like,
No, but listen, it was hot.
Yeah, he laughed like George McFly, didn't he?
Curly. I think you want to snip a few dicks.
Oh, yeah.
Mystic says I'd pick Janet Leigh from Psycho and take her away from Norman. She wasn't necessarily a good cookie. She was on the run from stealing from her job. So Max saying, hey, man, you bring the money and you can come over and I'll fucking chuck. That's what Mystic Max is saying. Mernzy's saying Michelle Bauer and Nightmare Sisters. I know he just met her. She's a softcore legend there. Love that Gore dropped Nightmare Sisters. That is quite the movie. Grande's dream date, Ethel from Friday 5. May she rest in fucking pepperonis. But no, I wouldn't pick her either. I'm still actually trying to think of mine. Okay, so Jamie would spend the night with Jared Leto as well. Wait a minute, Curly. Is Jared Leto just fucking and chucking, or are you letting Jared Leto take you out on some dates in the Big Apple?
You know what? In his case, I think we gotta. I don't think he would really be relationship material. But fuck it. Who cares? Yeah, sure. We can go on a few dates. We'll have fun.
Damn.
There you go. All right. I think Ornella Muti was the actress from Flash Gordon. Okay, so that was who Terry wants to see the Flash from. Pamela Anderson, Barbed Wire. How about Pamela Anderson in the Night Vision movie? That's a classic movie where she plays the villain. Leto was a fine Joker. Great movie. Really? Okay. I've never heard anyone say that Suicide Squad was a great movie.
Now it's more than one of us. I literally didn't even bother with the sequel because they ain't bring him back. Like, you ain't bring Jared Leto back.
The sequel's way better, too. The sequel's a good movie.
They ain't bring Jared, and nothing for me to look at in that movie.
Wes, who would you pick? Because I'm having a hard time coming up with mine, man.
Well,
we all know.
I've got to go back to my youth. I would choose Lauren Hutton's character from Once Bitten, and I would allow her to turn me. I had a thing for her.
Tell the truth and talk about that mutant from Splice. Well, no, you want that shit.
No. I mean, well, you take a look at the actress. She's beautiful, but like no, I really as a
I'm
child,
never gonna let Wes live it down. I will always bring it up.
That's fine. I don't mind. I really did have a thing for Lauren Hutton. It was the amount of cleavage she showed during that film, and I'm a boob guy, so I would let her turn me. I would, if I could be in Jim Carrey's position, I would rather stay with Lauren Hutton. I don't remember how bad of a person she was. But.
Hey, she was a baddie, dude. She aged like a motherfucker, but she was fine as hell. Look, now look.
I mean, this is the 80s, right?
It's funny that you say Lauren Hutton because she has a gap in her teeth, right?
Right.
So, Pete, I have another one too. Beatrice Bell, the actress that has the gap inside.
Yeah, from inside. Yeah.
I just give her a baby, dude. I don't care if we stay together, but like she doesn't need to go cutting babies out. I will impregnate that woman.
You'll help her out. She needs that.
She got that gap.
That's a nice thing to do.
You know that
you'll give
Beatrice
her a helping hand, so to speak.
What about it?
You know Beatrice Dahl, right? You're talking about? She ate someone's ear for real.
Is that how she got the
Beatrice
thing?
Dahl, yeah. Betty Blue. Yeah. Corey, have you never seen Betty Blue?
I have actually. Did she actually do that?
Yeah, that's a great freaking movie. Heard. But she ate someone's ear for real in a morgue. She's crazy.
Like, edit?
She's really crazy, that woman.
She ate.
Yeah, see, so it's perfect, dude.
Wow.
I'll take that, bro.
There's a dead person's morgue, apparently.
Oh yeah, she's a freak, dude. I'm locking that down, dude. I'm locking that down, dude.
I got mine. It finally dawned on me. I know who it would be. I would do Matilda May in Life Force. I'd let her suck.
That's not fair, dude.
I'd let her suck the life force out of my fucking dick.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? You probably don't know what that is, and they probably will be shocked by that.
She's a baddie.
Oh yeah.
God damn, dude. Or how about this? Is Christina Ricci from what's it called? Black Dick Mamba? Black
Snake Mamba.
Black Snake Mamba. You know what I mean? Black Snake Mamba. She's technically like, is she bad technically?
Dude, no, she's not bad in that. He just she's a whore.
She's a naughty girl, dude.
No, she's not a whore. She's an info. Get it right.
She's bad, dude.
Oh, sorry, girlie. You gotta be more technical. The technical term is nympho, all right?
She ain't never gonna heal.
Curly just turned into a parody for a brief second. She's like, excuse me.
Exactly. Excuse me. Yeah,
I
actually wish the title of that movie was now Black Snake, but Black Dick Manga.
Black Dick
Manga.
Manga.
What you say? Black Mamba. Black Dick Mamba.
You know what I mean?
We got people in the
alternate title. I had a different VHS.
No, that's the X-rated cut. The Black Dick Mamba.
That's the porn parody, goddammit. Ingrid Pitt, Vampire Lovers, Mr. Dan says, Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sharon Stone, I guess.
Just in general.
I guess in general, but I guess my guess would be fucking the movie where she's fucking crossing her legs. Basic Instinct. Yeah. Axel Jackson. Phoebe Cates was always and will be my first girlfriend. Okay, very nice. I don't know if Phoebe Cates played a villain in anything. Baby. Louise Fletcher from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I'll drug her and give her electroshock therapy. Whoa.
Damn, now we're starting to get into some like
Brian's dark, dude.
Brian's like, I'll give you an Oscar to fucking take home. I would love to be tied up and tortured by tomcats. Holy shit, we got some bondage going on.
We're bringing out the freaks
going on over there.
Good ones, Anthony. King Gore, she's worth losing an ear. You have despair.
Oh God, I have another, dude.
Yeah, no, life force. Matilda May could come and suck the life force out of any part of my body. I'm fine with dying that way. If you're dying with Matilda May sucking the life force out of you, you're chilling. Good choice, ear from Basic Instinct. Oh, Jennifer, did she play a villain in anything though?
I don't know, but if I hope she does.
I mean, I would. 1991 Jennifer Connelly was the hottest bitch ever.
Yep.
Oh, Rocketeer.
Jennifer Connelly in Career Opportunities is like, that's like it doesn't get any hotter than that, man. That's crazy. You don't like Louise Clark's character? Yeah, let's fucking go. Nice. That's fucking awesome. I love that movie, dude. That guy's like, yo, her knees are on my head.
Terrence always got props.
He always has the right movie. Like right by, he's like,
I love. Yeah, he's like, he's got that movie next to the fucking lotion next to his bed. Like he's just he's fucking waiting for him. Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction. Really? She was misunderstood. Haha. Michael Douglas just wanted her as a side. Yo, Glenn Close looks like a fucking man to me.
I mean, honestly, I see that point because Michael Douglas was a fucking dog and he should have got played in that movie.
Yeah, Douglas was a piece of shit in that movie, dude.
Yeah, he could have like celebrate Easter. She knows how to really celebrate Easter.
What the fuck is going on? I don't know. I think Wes hit a nerve with this particular topic. Jackie assuming the Witches of Eastwick could get it. Oh shit, man! We've written the people. Her character isn't attractive.
You just want to punish.
But you're saying you'd fuck her though. No lie though, Jenna Ortega. Okay, Jenna Ortega. But again, does she play a villain in anything?
No, I don't think so.
She was bad in. I don't know, actually.
I don't know either.
Yeah,
well,
career opportunities.
She was kind of like an anti-hero in Wednesday, right? Like,
there you go. That might qualify.
I guess so. I think I guess it's just like some people are just saying they're crushes, but then you know the villain aspect makes it even more fun. Who would have thought you were so freaky? Everyone would think everyone would know that it's super obvious. Yeah, no, for real. But this has been a fun. The chat loved this particular topic, Wes. Great.
I mean, this topic is really good. Like, just
dude, Jamie Hart is feeling this show, man. She's like, yeah, man.
It's at this point.
You can get it a few times. Hey.
It's like, who would you smash? Period. It's not even about fucking.
Aja Argento. Aja Argento and Phantom of the Opera. I would party with Aja until I couldn't anymore. Love Jennifer Connelly in Labyrinth. No, I wouldn't screw her. Wait, why did you say her then? I think the king wants to do his own parody, King Dick Mambo.
It's dropping, bro. We're gonna take that.
I want to treat her bad for how she treated the patients. Okay, fair enough. Jennifer Lopez's U-turn. Okay, so J-Lo again. I don't know if she ever played a villain.
She was in U-turn. Yes.
Was she a villain in it though?
She was. Well, you could say that. She tricked the guy.
Jenny from the Block, man.
Yeah.
Jenny from the Block.
Jenny from the Block and get the cock.
I guess. U-turn, dude.
You did U-turn back to her fucking house.
Yeah, she's going back to Max, boy.
She did a U-turn with her ass. She hit another car.
So I think we've we went from dreams to now wet dreams via female villains and male villains in cinema, which was quite the colorful topic. But Curly, you're up, my friend. What do you got for us next? She's drinking the tea. She's getting ready for her next topic right here.
Well, let's talk about the worst than death fate in horror movies when somebody got it really fucking bad at the end of a horror movie.
Oh fuck.
Had to bring y'all down. Y'all was having too much fun.
Yeah, we got to. This is gonna ground the show in reality. I always say the Sleepaway Camp 2, drowning somebody in an outhouse of shit, piss, and leeches. I don't think there's a worse way to fucking go. She gets stabbed in the back.
No, I didn't say like somebody died. I said like you didn't die, but you would rather was dead because it's worse than death.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I gotta think about it then.
Oh, the dude in the fly. The dude in the fly. That fucked me up as a kid, seeing that guy's fucking hand melt and all that shit.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
You know, when you see him in the fly too, you're still kind of feeling for him. You're like, man, you got it bad, man. You know? But
what about the dude in the fly too that got dragged into the pot and he came out as like this mutant thing? That's even worse.
How about I just talked about this movie on the show. Monkey Shines, where he gets fucking paralyzed from the neck down. I would rather be fucking dead.
Yeah, I would too. That's pretty fucked.
Yeah, like somebody goes, "Oh, fuck her." He goes, "I actually can't anymore." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm good then. You can fucking kill me." Like
he's telling you how to use that tongue, though, doesn't he?
Paralyzed too.
He like, it's okay, baby. Just come sit in my face.
Yeah.
Being turned into a walrus pretty
fucking
sucks.
Hey, that was
yes, that was yours.
Don't be stealing my answer. That was mine.
I was gonna say it too.
Got turned into a walrus. That's forever my thing. That's so fucked
How
up.
about so like in Terrifier, bro, the woman whose face she gets stabbed like a
yeah.
in the face, she's all disfigured and shit.
Oh
and
my
then, like,
god,
she didn't die. She's in like both movies. She's still around, like all fucked up. It's pretty bad.
And she killed the motherfucker.
She reminded me of that girl that got her face eaten by a chimp. She kind of looked like that.
Yeah, she was like a chimpanzee attack victim. That's so true.
Yeah, like because they showed pictures of that girl, and she looked kind of like this chick.
That shit messed her up, dog.
Justin Long died in Jeepers Creepers, though.
Yeah,
but
in Jeepers Creepers he died, but in Tusk he ain't died. He got turned into a walrus.
Being turned into a walrus, or your girlfriend went and married your best friend, sort of steals the cake.
Yeah.
And then they fucking came to see him too. Remember at the end of the movie when
did they throw him some fish?
As a walrus, and they came to see him and throw him the fish.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah,
that's a really good question, dude. There's so many, but like my mind draws blank for no reason. Wes, do you have another one, man? I know you had Tusk, but what's another fate worse than death?
How about that? You already seen that movie, The Perfection, on Netflix? How about that dude at the end? I mean, even though he deserved it because he was a pervert or whatever, but they like
what did they do to him again?
They amputated his legs and his arms, and they sew his eyes shut and his mouth, and they put like a feeding tube up his nose so he wouldn't die. And they just propped him up like on a chair. Like
that's god damn it, dude. Yeah, that's fucked.
That's really fucked.
Or Gary Oldman in Hannibal.
Oh yeah.
Gary Oldman in Hannibal. Cleaning off his face with this.
Up until he got ate by the pigs.
It's messed up.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
Honestly, this one, that would be a shitty fucking being in the middle of the human centipede at the end. That's a shitty way.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty. And
legitimately shitty.
Being in the back of a human centipede.
Yeah, I got you. Old girl from Antichrist. She cut her clit off. She's just in the woods.
Ooh.
So she's just stuck in the woods. She doesn't die, but she doesn't have a clit either. So
and I literally felt
you're just stuck. Like, what the fuck kind of ending is that? I would say Willem Dafoe, but I'm pretty sure she killed him. She did kill him. Like, she found him and shit. And
there was nobody left to lick her clit, so she cut it off. She just said, "Fuck it."
If you guys have some friends,
you know what was fun? She rubbed it before she cut it off, so it was like extra sensitive.
Oh yeah,
I know she felt that.
Oh yeah, good movie. Check it out.
Family friendly.
Very yes. Watch for the whole family.
It's a family story.
Bring your kids.
It's on Disney Plus for the next month.
Definitely bring your kids to watch it. Very educational. Okay, very educational.
They got the. Terrence, they got the. This is educational. It's for breastfeeding purposes, and it's just her cutting her fucking.
Very anatomical.
So
they got the audio and the baby formula P&G on the side.
I know the character by the end is he kills himself, but I would say Patrick Wilson in Hard Candy, where she or Elliot Page now cuts his fucking dick off and then electrocutes him and shit. That's hard to watch.
I don't think she actually cut it off. I think she just played with his mind. She didn't.
Yeah, she didn't actually cut his dick off.
She didn't cut it off. No.
What?
No.
Yeah, she was just fucking with him the whole time. The whole thing was to get him to kill himself.
Yeah, she faked it. Because remember, like when he broke free, he looked down on himself and he started laughing and he was like, "Oh shit, I'm all there."
Yeah,
she ain't cut it off.
I thought he was laughing because he's like, "Holy shit, she cut my dick off!" Like,
no, and it wasn't his dick. She faked like she was castrating him as if removing his balls. It wasn't his dick; it was his balls. But she didn't.
Curly would know. Curly would know this stuff because Curly's a veteran.
Yeah, she has a Venn diagram of like.
Curly's like, "Listen here, Grande, you fucking amateur."
Of course, I'm over there like, okay, this is the dick. Those are the balls.
Oh my god.
But no, like she didn't cut off nothing though. She just messed with him.
Okay.
About
fair enough. I didn't realize that, and I've seen the movie twice. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch Hard Candy now.
Though. But everyone gets
watch what he says when he breaks free and he like looks down. Like
I'll put the subtitles on so I make sure I get it right this time. Like, oh, there's my balls, you know. They're rolling around the fucking yard here.
He's like, oh, thank God, I'm not the Ice Lord.
Oh, jeez. Did everybody go? Did everybody give their?
I can't really come up with one, man. Like I was gonna say Tusk, but I'll just have to go with the fella at the end of Saw that got left in the bathtub in the dark.
Yeah, so somebody fucking mentioned that here. I forget who.
Did they? Fuck!
Stop reading Wes's mind. What are you guys doing? No ESPN.
A lot of the worst fates are like
don't read his mind. You'll go insane.
You will.
How was that guy in theory though? How was that guy supposed to win? Like his game was so unfair.
That guy was not supposed to win though. He was not supposed to win. I think Jigsaw just did not like him, so he like rigged his game.
But that goes against all the fucking psychology of that movie. It's like
he was supposed to be irredeemable or something.
He was supposed to open his eyes, grab the fucking keychain, a blue keychain.
Yeah, it was impossible for him because it wasn't even a choice. It was not like, live or die, make your choice. It wasn't even a choice for him. He opened his eyes and he was drowning in that water, so automatically he drained the water from the tub. So
I guess his choice was he could have also cut his own foot off with the saw he broke.
Yeah, I suppose he could do that.
It's like Carrie Elways did. He fucking cut right through that motherfucker and crawled out of there and then became the lead heel, which is crazy.
Yeah.
The heel.
Yeah, the lead heel with just one fucking heel to have, but that's a character that survives. That I wouldn't want to cut my own fucking foot off and like. No, I'd rather die. I don't want to.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun.
No, yeah, that would fucking suck. He cuts his own foot off and doesn't even get to go home and see his family. Then he's just like thrown into this
he's
fucking.
Just like forever. He's like.
It's interesting
like
that
I hate how they took that series after.
Oh yeah, it's so stupid. Like, they fucking botched that, man.
Apparently, James Wan.
The fuck?
Apparently, James Wan was inspired by Mad Max for that because of the scene in Mad Max, where it's like you'll be quicker cutting through your own ankle than cutting through that steel, and that's kind of where's the kind of germ of the idea for Saw came from. It was just from Mad Max. I remember him saying that in an interview a long time ago.
Oh, it was also pretty fucked at the end. Remember that movie, The Mist, where
fuck, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
He kills
my son
and that chick. He kills everybody. Only to find out that rescue was right there.
Yeah, right there.
That's the best answer right there, I think.
That is a fucking great answer.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that one. Oh yeah, fucking as you said it, fucking Fever Dreamland commented it, man. The end of the mist. That's brutal. Old Boy's a classic, great pick.
Old Boy had a fucked up ending for sure. You guys seen that?
Yeah, love Old Boy.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get that 4K when it comes out, man.
You find out he was screwing his own daughter. Yeah,
I think the 4K is out. I'm pretty sure 4K of Old Boy's out from Arrow.
It's Region B. I'm pretty sure they're coming out with another one.
We need a Region A in our lives. Even though Region,
you know how I feel.
Need some features discs in my life, but all right, Terry. I think final topic is the ball's in your court, my friend. What do you got for us?
Okay, this might fall flat on its ass. Hang on, Grande. Yeah,
we're 7 for 8, man.
Who would you say?
7 for 7.
Who would you say is the most underappreciated horror director and why?
For me, it would be Lucky McKee. I think Lucky McKee is fucking great. Like, I love May. I love The Woods. I love The Woman. All Cheerleaders Die. The guy has made so many fucking banger movies, and for whatever reason, never really gets the due. He did the Sick Girl episode of Masters of Horror. Always just thought his style was interesting, and he's one of those guys. He doesn't really do remakes. Like, he's always wanting to do something original and bring something new to the table. So I would say Lucky McKee is up there for me for most underrated, because you see these guys like Ty West, they get shot after shot after shot in the mainstream, and for me, don't deliver. You look at an Adam Wingard, he's directing the Kong and Godzilla movies now. He went from fucking, You're Next to now he's making like big budget epics. I just think it's crazy that Lucky McKee hasn't gotten a shot like that. So I would say Lucky McKee. I think the guy is fucking really talented. May is like my favorite from him. The Woman, I think, is an exploitation classic. And The Woods, I think, is one of the more underrated Suspiria knocks.
The Woods, is that when the girl went to like that boarding school?
She goes to the female boarding school, and they start hearing the voices in the woods, and I love that movie.
Yeah,
I hated that movie.
It's a good movie. I liked it.
What did you hate about it?
Oh, too many woods.
Too many woods.
That means you didn't fucking see it.
I saw it when I was younger. I was like, it's lame as hell.
Oh, you saw it that one time at band camp?
I saw that one time at band camp, and I was disappointed.
I'm sure.
I went back to fucking my clarinet.
You went back to fucking the cherry pie on the table.
Yeah, shout out American Pie.
Stick to your cherry pie then.
Yeah, dude, I can't think of I'm terrible with directors. I can't think of an underrated. I know,
another one
I'm sorry.
Because that's kind of dull. That's kind of dull, right? Let me try another one.
That's not dull.
Sorry, Grande.
Don't be sorry. Before you do, Wes, do you have anybody that you wanted to mention?
Well, I like Lucio Fulci. I didn't really think that he didn't get enough. I mean, he's pretty prominent, but he probably didn't get enough praise as he deserved. I mean, some of his movies are a little so-so, but
you know what? I'll build off of what you just said with Fulci, man, because Fulci did like all kinds of shit. Like he's known for his horror, but he did like historical films and like he had his hand in all kinds of different genres.
That's true,
And he's only like a lot of people only know him or care about him because of Zombie Flesh Eaters and City of the Living Dead. But
it's true.
Well, Don't Torture a Duckling too. But like, I feel like it takes a while for people to get to Don't Torture a Duckling. Like they just sit on City of the Living Dead and Zombie for years and years.
Yeah, it's the Gates of Hell trilogy, the Beyond, and House by the Cemetery, and then people like after that they don't really mention they don't mention The Devil's Honey, they don't mention Cat in the Brain, they don't mention The Psychic, they don't mention Don't Torture a Duckling, which is his best movie. But the guy also made like adventure films, like he made a fucking like I always forget the name of it, but it's like about this wolf. It's like this fucking wolf movie, but it's not a werewolf. It's just a fucking like adventure film with a wolf in it. It's like that's a fucking good movie. I don't know. I love him, man. He had a big range. Like he did a lot of different genres, not just one.
Wow. Lucifer Valentine is very underrated.
Oh Jesus!
I'm just joking.
I was gonna say this Curly like the Vomit Gore trilogy. That's
no, that shit is horrible.
Brian Paulin, right? Brian
there
Paulin,
you go.
Very underrated. Like he makes some hard hitting shit, but like nobody knows about him and nobody talks about him. So people don't like seek out his movies and when they do, people look at you weird because it's like, what? Weird. And it's like, nah, it's actually like, we just mentioned Lucifer Valentine. He doesn't do Lucifer Valentine type shit. He makes legit horror movies.
Yes.
Same with old dude. Damn, what's his name? Who did August Underground? Like that guy.
Fred Vogel.
Fred Vogel is super underrated.
Michael Todd Schneider too.
Yeah,
you're right, man.
See who I would say is and this, even though the guy in our circles is a legend, Toby Hooper, right? And the reason that I'm saying that is because in the mainstream he is only known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? Mm-hmm. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the film that he was known for, but I would argue that he changed the game more than once. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Salem's Lot TV movie,
that's a great movie,
and Poltergeist were all game changers. Were all absolute game changers, all three of them. And he's got other great films in his filmography that just go unnoticed. And I think why I would say he was underrated is to go back to the Academy Awards, the memoriam that year when Toby Hooper passed away. He was left out of the memoriam. He wasn't in it. at all. Even though on the same Oscar ceremony, they did a section on horror films. They did this sort of like, let's show loads of clips from horror films. And in amongst it was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then Millennium come on later. You're not going to fucking honor the guy that created that film, right? And when I was younger and I would read about Poltergeist, all you would hear about was, by the way, Tobe Hooper didn't direct that movie. It was directed by Steven Spielberg. That's what legitimate magazines would write about.
Yeah.
And so he was a guy that always seemed to get fucking egg thrown at him for no reason. And I don't think he's really put up there as one of the absolute greatest, where I think he is. That's why I would say that he was underrated. He wasn't fully appreciated for how he changed the game time and time again.
Yeah, he's very much looked at as a one-hit wonder because the one hit he made is arguably the greatest movie ever made. Like, I would say Texas Chainsaw Massacre is in my top 3 movies ever. Like, in horror movies, it'd be number 2 just behind Dawn of the Dead. But it's that good of a movie. But yeah, it's not to say that The Funhouse is not a great movie. It's not to say that Salem's Lot is not a great movie. Life Force is not a great movie. Like, there's so many good movies he did aside from that, but it seems like Texas Chainsaw was always the movie he was remembered for. But I understand why, because he made it so early on in his career. Like, you look at fucking Wes Craven. Yeah, Elm Street's the movie that most people would say is his magnum opus, but he also made, Last House on the Left in 1972. He made The Hills Have Eyes. He made Scream years later, movies that people could also, say is one of his Serpent in the Rainbow. So many good movies. Carpenter, same thing. Even after Halloween, he made The Thing, which I think is a better movie. He made Assault on Precinct 13. He made They Live. He made Big Trouble Little China. Romero, too. Guy, aside from the Dead movies, he made Martin. He made Creepshow. He made The Crazies. He made Bruiser, Dark Half, Monkey Shines.
Martin's so underrated. Dude.
Martin's arguably his best movie, too. I could totally see somebody saying that.
How few people have watched Martin before, but that's like a game changer, but nobody paid attention to it in the moment. And now it's like,
if Martin came out now, I think Martin would have been a big movie now.
If they remade Martin with Timothée Chalamet right now, it would win. It would, not even a joke.
It would be a blockbuster.
And they shot it in black and white and shit, and those like the way he was like directed.
A24, you know it.
Bruh, for real though, that's the movie to remake.
That's what they should look into, make it all artsy.
It's a flawless movie.
That director, Luca Guadagnino, that seems to be what he's doing. When he remade Suspiria, he made it into this sort of bloated art film, and it's the same with Bones and All. Bones and All made me think of Cannibal Apocalypse, even though it's not a cheesy Italian action film. Yeah, it was more of a kind of road movie drama, romance. But it made me think of that movie. I'm like, wait a minute, is this guy just going through all the old video nasties and giving them Oscar-worthy performances?
So people can
I actually really like his movies. Like, I like Bones and All. I really like the Suspiria remake. I couldn't believe how much I liked this. I was like, there's no way. And then it ended. I was like, wow. I was like, I'm fucking because he did everything opposite. I'm not going to do the same primary colors. I can't recapture that. So he made the movie bleak. Yep. I can't do the Goblin score again. So he used fucking the guy from Radiohead with Tom York to do the fucking score, and it completely works in a different way. I thought that was actually a really good remake.
You could watch them back to back, and you would have 2 movies, 2 separate films completely. It would be it would not. Neither would harm the other in a double bill. But also, I just think get the guy to remake Beast and Heat, right? Or fucking
oh my god, remake Gestapo's Last Orgy.
Holy shit!
Fight for Your Life, right? Fight for Your Life.
Can't remake Fight for Your Life. That movie, holy shit! You'd be canceled. You try to remake that.
Please do it though. Just please do it. I want that's like a dream of mine is for somebody like what you just said, the director Luca, like some of these people who make these like very artistic films to try their hand at like making something real edgy, like a Fight for Your Life or one of the Nasties type shit. Like I don't know, it's interesting to see that spin.
Yeah, for real. Of course. That has been all 8 topics of the Horror Roundtable, guys. This has been a lot of fun. I've had such a great time. It's almost coming up around the 2-hour mark. Now I know that it's rather a little bit early. If you guys want, we could shoot the breeze for a little bit, or we could call it a night, whatever you guys are feeling. But yeah, no, I just wanted to say thank you. What's that?
You're the boss. You're the man.
Well, it's up to you guys if you guys want to keep hanging out. I know the psychobabbles usually go for like 3.5 hours, so I don't want to rush it all off here. We could keep talking about whatever.
It's cool.
We like to party all night,
Yeah,
Teenage Wasteland. Yeah,
Teenage Wasteland.
I love you too, buddy. What'd you say, Curly? You muted yourself.
Out here, we party all the time.
Hell yeah! Saturday night as well.
Yeah. So,
do you guys have anything?
Party all the time. Party all the time. Party all the time.
Do you guys have anything coming up on your channels that you'd want to promote or anything like that?
Not as of yet. I don't mind.
No,
I'm waiting on
lots of old shit that you can watch.
Old shit.
And
what's going on with Psychobabble? You have Psychobabble next week?
Do we, Terrence?
Maybe. Do we? Do we? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Possibly, yeah. I mean, we'll think of something. I'm not really.
I think we have it. We have it every week. I mean, shit.
She pulls the strings. Pulls the string. But but yeah, I want to apologize for earlier on where Curly was telling us our topic, and I went boring. The reason I said boring, right, was because I had to.
It was a pretty boring question, to be fair.
No,
I think we had some pretty awesome questions tonight, man. We went into dreams. We went into fucking car accidents and fears.
Yeah, I still can't believe that y'all so hardcore. Y'all over there getting drugged at parties, being almost run over by cars and shit. Y'all living that hard life.
It's just, for me, it's like
getting haunted by Muppets.
Talking about American Werewolf in London or The Exorcist, those two movies I'm kind of done with talking about, It's do you ever get that where it's like, right?
Yeah, I mean, even when I was asking that question, like I talked about Nightmare on Elm Street 4 like forever, but I just didn't really know what to ask on these streams. Like, I hate asking questions, honestly.
I think you guys did fantastic.
That's why Terrence comes up for all the questions for Psychobabble. I can't do that shit. I hate coming up
all the time.
You did a good job, though.
All the questions were good. Wes is your man as well. Wes is my creative consultant as well. I've got to give him his props, man.
Yeah, I can't lie. I think Wes's topics were the villain you'd like to fuck was the best topic.
I love that topic.
That was everybody was like, I'd fuck this person. Like,
Wes sent us spinning in like all kind of fucking weird directions, and with the villain, y'all a bunch of whores. I only named one person. Y'all fuck like 10 fucking.
Yeah,
people.
bro, we got a problem.
We're using our imaginations, Curly. See, you got to use your imagination. This way, you'll stop dreaming about the workplace. You know what I mean?
We have to try and.
I am a one-man woman. Y'all a bunch of whores.
That's right.
Jared Leto.
Call me a whore because I want to mark Matilda May.
Hey. When I called you a dick, I wasn't like I was playing along, man. I was playing with you were like boring. I was like, he's a dick. I hope you didn't take that serious. You're not a dick.
Nah, it's always a dick.
I'm coming to Glasgow, Scotland.
He's like, yo, you can't fight me in your dream. You can't fucking do it.
You can't
bring yourself. You can't pull forward with the right hand. All right, though, everybody. If nobody has anything to say or whatever, I just want to say to my wonderful guests, thank you so much, everyone from Psychobabble, Terry, Curly, Wes. I had such a fun time having you guys on. Let's do it again sometime. Corey. Yes. Always 1,000,001 great times with you, my friend. I'm so happy you can make it tonight. Just a great conversation with you too, man.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Dude, absolutely. Great show, everybody. Happy Saturday. Cheers. Cheers to everybody. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there tomorrow.
And all the motherfuckers.
Spoils their mothers. Motherfuckers. Yeah, Motherfuckers Day. Thank you all for hanging out. Dude, absolutely, man. It's fun doing this. It's surreal doing this on a Saturday. It just feels like it's a Thursday to me right now. I'm happy I don't have work in the morning, to be honest. That's something that I'll have to not dream about tonight. Buenas noches. Feliz fin de semana. Osumancian Bonjour. Okay, fair enough. Great stream, 100. Dude, thank you so much, Mac. You were here like the whole time. But everybody, we will be live next week on Grande's Graveyard with the Amityville Horror Retrospective Part 2, where I will dive into the world of cursed dollhouses, cursed mirrors, cursed clocks, and Ryan Reynolds shirtless in a piece of shit, dog shit, fluffy remake from Hollywood's finest over at fucking Dimension. Oh, no, New Line Cinema. So, dreading that.
Reynolds shirtless. Okay, don't threaten me with a good time.
Fucking Curly never fucking called me a whore. God damn it. Now this woman willing to watch that. Fucking lady. She's twirling her. Oh, Ryan Reynolds shirtless. Burt Young, baby. Gotta love Burt Young. Me and Miss Carter toughed it out. Hell yeah, I know. I appreciate that. At just a minute shy of 2 hours. But everybody, we will catch you next time. Psychobabble will catch you next time, and King Gore will catch you next time, whenever that is. Only on the Graveyard. Too sweet. Peace, and we'll catch you next time. Happy Mother's Day. Cheers to the rest of the weekend, everybody.
Bye.